Hey guys, happy Saturday. I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. I'm here at Kronsborg Castle, which, if you're a literature fan, know that this is the castle that was the main setting for Hamlet. And then, of course, any of my former brethren with the Lake Elsinore Storm know that this was, I guess, the beginning of where sort of our namesake came from. For those of you that don't know or weren't familiar with the Lake Elsinore Storm, that was a ball club I worked for a couple years before coming to Durham. General manager was very creative, and so being the city was named Elsinore, he created our mascot to be named Hamlet, who was a sea monster that would have come obviously from the waters around this area. But this is actually the castle that was known as Elsinore in Hamlet. I'll take you around a little bit here. You can kind of see I'm sort of in the middle of the square. And so the square itself is free, which is probably all I'm going to enjoy of it, because as we'll talk about in a second, here in Denmark, everything is crazy expensive. So I want to say this tour to walk around and see some of these buildings is about, somewhere around 18 American dollars, and I've seen about 6 or 7 castles at this point, so I feel like I've seen enough. So Denmark, Copenhagen, it's expensive. I mean, I don't know if there's any other way to say it. It's, you can pay as much as $6 for a cup of coffee, just a cup of regular coffee. So, I would say this would not be anywhere I would bother to visit again. Sort of a San Francisco effect. You can disagree with me here, but San Francisco is a beautiful city, and I'm glad I saw it once. But it's probably not anywhere I would bother to visit again, and definitely not somewhere I would live again, because the weather is kind of crummy and it just feels overpriced. I didn't feel there's anything that special about it. There's certainly things to see, as I posted yesterday on Facebook. The Little Mermaid statue is pretty cool for those of us that remember the Disney movie. And being able to travel just to the outskirts to see Elsinore was kind of cool for me, but obviously if you never lived there or worked for the team, it may not be that big a deal. So there's things you can see in Copenhagen. In Denmark, it's certainly got its sites that are pretty, not somewhere I'd ever bother to visit again. So I'm off into the Scandinavian countries starting tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going to do Sweden or Norway first, basically because there's a Russian church here I still want to try and see, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make today, and so based on the train times, I want to see how that works. Speaking of the train, sometimes you just sort of luck into things, I guess, and this Eurail pass, as expensive as it was and difficult as it was for me to get, has actually turned out to be a blast. So I would highly recommend, if you ever do this trip yourself, get the Eurail pass in whatever form you need to get it in. If you're over 25, they make you buy first class, but it's fantastic. I mean, it's easy to sleep. They a lot of times provide you with a meal, free coffee and tea. And when you take it out to about where it's costing around $25 a day, and I can take as many train trips as I want over that course of 2 months, probably worth it. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to the travel again tomorrow. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a good weekend in the States, and I will talk to you from either Norway or Sweden. Take care.